So they're surrounding me with the police. I criticize Oko. I criticize Manjani. And they arrest me. They've killed my son every gunner. I have enough evidence to put them in prison. But I'm taking my time because under the law, this is a very racist country. You have to get them good. So, they arrested me last year in the bathroom. Said there was a confusion. And they're surrounding me again. Okay, Oku, stop it. You're all going to go to prison. You can't be allowed to profile people and follow them around. I have you on picture. I'm going to send to Oku again. I'm going to send you a certified mail. You're going to prison next with your Oku. Stop following me around. Okay? And this guy will be my witness. So they arrest this country. They killed my mother in this country. Killed every gunner helping me. I'm in Nigeria. They terrorize me. I'm a gay Nigerian. So they arrest me in the bathroom. It's because there's the confusion. They keep arresting me. Confusion. You're going to be confused in prison. You're all headed to prison. I'm taking my time to record all of you. You're a racist gang. And when I got the court order, you're all done. So have your little fun now. You're a bunch of racists. Nobody's afraid of you. The world is ready for you. Iran is fighting you back. Even the Facebook, they say, no, Iran is going after them. Nobody's afraid of you. You're all going to go to prison. Soon everybody's going to come after you. You watch. Stop following me around. The Manhattan Federal Court says the police can't be following people and harassing them. I'm going to find a prison. So I don't know why they keep following me around. I just arrived from the train. So this all call, you refuse to investigate them. You're old witch. You're going to prison. You freaking terrorist. Stop following me around. You have no right to be profiling me. So they don't let me use the bathroom. They said they're smearing people. When I go to the bathroom in the park also, they bring the park police to follow me around. And I was listening to this black American, his name is Charlemagne Dagor. I think he works with their politician, and they claim they're going to kill me. I lie with my mother's daughters. They adopted so many children, and they're going to sacrifice me for money. They said this is what they're doing in the black community. They will set up something called ghetto lobby. They will set up an accident and profit from the lawsuit money. So because I'm gay, I don't have any child or children. They said they're going to kill me. And now the police shoot me dead. And then I apologize and give the money to my mother's daughters. Because my father's been killed, my mother's been killed. And they would inherit the money and share it with some of the killers. They all lied. They adopted many children. I didn't adopt anybody's child. So my phone is out of service. I always record things on Facebook Live. Facebook Live is already erasing all my videos. They are ready for the killing. They believe they're going to be sacrificing human life. This is a genocide America is attempting. I said all they got to do is to frame me up as a crazy person causing problem. So they started following me around again. I just came in on. There's a Nigerian that works for the MTA. Just walked by. Last year before they arrested me down in Nigeria, I has a Nigerian accent. Anytime I'm trying to use the bathroom in train station, they wouldn't want me to use the bathroom, and down in Nigeria they're playing games with me, also delaying me. He had a Nigerian accent. They put him in chambers secret station. I just saw him again, and he was walking around like with a needle mark in his hand. So they're all threatening me. That's a Nigerian that works for the train station. He was walking around with a needle mark. They said they're going to stab me there with a needle and claiming I'm a crazy person. They have this psychiatric medication called ketamine. So they're going to stab me with. So please, the Nigerian guy, they started bringing him to this area. He works for the MTA. They started bringing him to this area. Since last year. And they arrested him in the bathroom November 14th, 2025. I saw the women's bathroom. They claimed there was a mix-up. They were looking for a thief. The thief looked like me. And for 1 hour, they were detaining me in the bathroom. They couldn't find anything stolen on me, but they still arrested me. They said, today again, they brought their police. Another year, another problem. I don't know why the police are following me around today again. So they keep looking for thieves that look like me. They said they're going to keep doing, and so they keep looking for thieves that look like me, so they killed Diallo. So I guess this is the trick they're going to be playing. So I'm going to check the video camera. Anytime I come to this neighborhood, they're always looking for thieves. So there's a Nigerian guy walking around with a needle mark and a band-aid. It's a Nigerian, it's with a Nigerian accent. And since they've been bringing him around, it's a train walker. He walks in a token booth and he acts very creepy. When I'm about to use the bathroom, they wouldn't want to open the door for me to use the bathroom. They would lock up, And one day when I was using the bathroom, they called the police on me. So today is July 29, 2026. So they're acting creepy around me. See, as soon as I arrived from the train, I was coming from the Bronx. I arrived on the 2 train. It's around 9 a.m. I arrived on the 2 train here, Chambers Street Station, by West Broadway. And I came out, so there's a camera surveillance. There's a guy walking around with a needle mark. I heard they can use the needle to kill you here in America. So they've been charging with needle, they killed my mother with a needle. They filmed that's crazy while she was in the WS looking at heart disease. And they was injected her with a needle. But still, because her face was crying when they killed her. And they showed me a picture of her face. They said they won't do an autopsy. Only the police can attempt to do an autopsy. But they won't show me her body also. They told me they can't show me her face. And she had a crying face. My mother used to tell me, she used to work as a nursing assistant that when somebody dies, if they die peacefully, they're faithfully, but they're still sleeping. If somebody dies and faithfully, so they're in agony, it means they killed them on purpose. So I just got right there. The Nigerian guy, about 9 a.m. Today, July 29, 2020. That's a Nigerian MTA worker. It's an older man, and he just walked past me. And they put him in the talking book back there. Anytime I'm about to use the bathroom, they'll lock up the bathroom door. To delay me, or how to try to get his assistance. They're acting weird. And soon one day I was using the bathroom, they brought the police. So I was walking around. There's a Nigerian walking with a needle mark. I'm in Nigeria. They said they're going to kill me in this country, and they jacked me with a needle. So they said once they frame me as crazy, they have this drug called ketamine. So their police are trolling me. I'm a Nigerian. I have a Nigerian worker also trolling me. So they say, they're going to kill me and steal every money. This man, Dan, is also saying that they have to distribute wealth. They have to distribute wealth. So he's saying, there's been a lot of, racial inequalities and wealth. And what they're hinting at is countries like Nigeria that sold blacks into slavery and they have a lot of oil money. So they want to be kidnapping Nigerians like me, killing us and making up lies and taking the money for themselves. So this man, Danny, his Democrat Socialist of America organization, whom is sponsoring him that made him mayor. So this boy, this is how they're going to get the black Americans to vote for them. So a lot of black Americans don't want to help me because they believe this agenda will favor them. Since they can't get reparation from whites, they feel they can go after Africans and start killing us with the help of their white police and lying in court. They say the judicial system in America is so corrupt. Once you're there, anybody can go make up in line back you and take your money. So my mother's daughters were born in America. My mother said they were moving the narcotics like Americans. And they loved my mother to Pennsylvania in 2014. My mother said she was in a shelter here. All of a sudden they were using in the shelter and the girls told her to come to Pennsylvania. And my mother fell for it. So the girl said they were going to give us $500 to come back to New York and rent our own room. She can go back to work as a home mentor. When she got to Pennsylvania, the governor of Florida was married to a U.S. soldier. And the U.S. soldier called her in there. He punched my mother, beat my mother up. Then after I would drive my mother in the back of the car and crash the car. The police would be invited and the people thoroughly investigate. So my mother wants to live in another daughter called Berlin at Pennsylvania. Once that one would drop off the car to food poison. So my mother finally had enough within a year. She fled back to New York. She was on Delta Hospital, getting treated for all the injuries and heart problems. And soon those guys showed up in Bellevue Hospital where my mother turned out what hospital was in. And they started fighting. My mother got her locked up. And my mother's face was crying. And she be killed in Bellevue Hospital May 20, 2015. And stole all her property. My father was supposed to be killed. So now they believe they can swoop in, take any money from them. I'm trying to sue the immigration for arresting me wrongfully. But my mother brought me here from Nigeria. So they're coming to the bathroom with me as I go. Their police starting a fight with me. And they claim they said they were going to kill me like Diallo. And claim it's an accident. But Diallo was the West African. The police in New York shoot him with 40 bullets in 1999. So they're using anti-gay stuff, and they believe that's the sign because they were able to kill the yellow in 1999. 1999 is a gay type of number people believe represent sex. So they believe since they were able to kill the yellow and got away with it, killing is an accidental killing. They were looking for a black American and they saw this the yellow the police was assuming it was the black American they were looking for. And they shoot him with 40 bullets, and they believe they can do it again. So this Governor Oko, I've been reaching out to her. Today my minute is off today. I'm supposed to pay $60 to Cricket, so they monitor my phone. So I'm always using my phone. So record stuff, put it on Facebook Live immediately. But now the Facebook Live is deleting on my video. So they said the Biden administration confirmed on Facebook and other social media. They should start deleting and removing people that are raising awareness about police brutality. But they're saying there may not be enough money to pay for the police brutality cases, so they have to be messing up on these cases. So Facebook is owned by Jewish Americans that worth hundreds of billions of dollars. They are located all over the world. And they started deleting all my important videos. In anticipation that if the police kills me, nobody would know, would have any evidence. And my mother's daughters, and tell people to shut up. Say, just a crazy person from Nigeria that had a lot of issues. And I was gay. And, so they always bother me in the bathroom. Which the bathroom like it's raining. I was hoping since it's raining, nobody will come to the park today, but apparently people come to the park in the rain. But they always come and bother me in the bathroom. So they said that the police also is, forcing people to mess up their pants in the prison. They will abuse the prisoners so much. Something about, they say they get you angry. You lose control of your bowels. After abusing me, there was a time I used to pee all over myself. My mother also used to pee over herself. Even if they're abusing you, you're more likely to have diarrhea. The park is full today. It's been raining like crazy. Normally people don't come in the rain. There's only 2 toilets, and sometimes when I miss the toilet, we'll be waiting in line and calling the police. So please donate to my cash app and white homeless. No conditional charges. I can go to court without driving. Where is the house was set on fire. I continue in shelter. In the rain, in the snow, and rain falling and dinner. Normally when it rains like that, nobody comes to the park.